This tool here is the point clusters, which uses a technique called DBSCAN. So what DBSCAN is, it will start at a point, any point, and you give it a search radius, basically, and it will go out that search radius, so it might be 100 meters, and see if it finds any points within that search radius. If it does find the points, they join its group. What it then does is look at those points and go out a search radius and see if it can catch any more. So it kind of creates a chain reaction that keeps selecting more points and adding them to the group, and then seeing if it can keep expanding out. And it will keep doing that until it can't find any more within that search radius. So it's a way of identifying points of or clusters of points without having to have a rigid single search radius. So that's how it's different to the normal hotspot tool. This one will keep adding more to its group as it finds more. So to run the tool, point clusters, select your data, and you've got some parameters here. Now this will actually go through and try and suggest some for you. The distance that it looks, which is the maximum distance from each one, it's suggesting here 28 meters. Where it's getting that is it's had a look through all these points and it's worked out what the average nearest neighbor is. And then this 28 meters is half that distance. So it's really narrowing it down so that the points really have to be quite clustered for them to be in this. And it's also giving me a minimum group size, saying suggesting 9. What that's trying to do is, see down here it says will result in 12 groups. It's trying to find around 10 groups for you, around there. So if you want to test different options, so let's say if I said, all right, the minimum group size to be 5. What that means is that if it does find some clusters, but there's 4 points, it will say that's not big enough. I'm only interested in ones that are 5 or more. So if I bring it down to 5 and hit test, it's telling me there's going to be 31 groups. If you want that, that's fine. But if you're looking at a top areas to go in, you might want it to be around finding around 10 groups. So if I bump that up to, let's say I'm only interested where it's got 20 or more points, it's telling me it's only going to find 1. So that's where it was suggesting 9. I might just do 10. It's going to find 5 groups, for example. So you can play with that, keep hitting test. It's quite fast to work out. Once you're done, hit OK. And there they are. So what these are, there's 2 new layers. One is the center of those groups, and the other one is a copy of the points that fall within those groups. These labels here give you the ranking of the groups. So this one up here is ranked number 1, and in brackets says that there's 57 points have fallen within that group. So I think there's lots of overlapping ones there.